What if the secret to a sharper memory, better focus, and long-term brain health wasn't a pill, but your plate? What if the foods you eat every day could literally rewire your brain, improve your mood, and even reduce your risk of cognitive decline? Today, we're diving into 11 clinically studied brain-boosting foods, all backed by real science, neuroscience, and nutrition research. These aren't trends or hype. These are foods that neurologists, dietitians, and researchers consistently link to better brain performance. Hi, I'm your host, and today we're breaking down how nutrition directly affects your brain. Here's something most people don't realize: nearly 70% of your brain is made of fat. Your brain uses about 20% of your daily energy. That means what you eat doesn't just fuel your body, it directly fuels your brain. Research published in journals like The Lancet Neurology and Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience shows that diets rich in omega 3 fatty acids, antioxidants, vitamins, and anti inflammatory compounds can improve memory and learning, increase focus and attention, reduce brain inflammation, lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So let's break down the 11 best brain foods one by one. 1. Walnuts, the brain shaped superfood. Walnuts aren't just shaped like the brain, they actually support brain function. Clinical research shows walnuts are rich in alpha linolenic acid, ALA, a plant based omega 3 polyphenols, powerful antioxidants vitamin E, which protects brain cells. A study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that higher walnut consumption is associated with better cognitive performance in adults. Walnuts also support serotonin production, which can help stabilize mood and reduce stress, both critical for focus. How to use: a small handful daily or add to oatmeal or salads. 2. Wild caught salmon, omega 3 powerhouse. If there's one food neurologists consistently recommend, it's fatty fish. Wild caught salmon is loaded with DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid. These omega 3s are essential for building brain cell membranes, enhancing communication between neurons, reducing inflammation in the brain. A study in neurology found that people with higher omega 3 levels had larger brain volumes and better cognitive scores. Important: choose wild caught over farmed when possible to avoid contaminants. How to use 2 to 3 servings per week. 3. Avocados, healthy fats for blood flow. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which support healthy blood flow. Why does this matter? Because your brain depends on steady blood circulation to deliver oxygen and nutrients. Research shows diets rich in healthy fats improve executive function and memory performance. Avocados also contain potassium, supports nerve signaling. Folate and vitamin K linked to lower stroke risk. How to use: add to toast, salads, or smoothies. 4. Beets, natural brain oxygen. Boosters. Beets are one of the most underrated brain foods. They contain dietary nitrates, which convert into nitric oxide in the body. This compound helps dilate blood vessels, increase blood flow to the brain, enhance oxygen delivery. A study in hypertension showed beet consumption improved blood flow to brain regions associated with executive function. Bonus: beet greens are even more nutrient dense than the root. 5. Blueberries, the brain berry. Blueberries are among the most researched brain foods. They're rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants, flavonoids. These compounds help reduce oxidative stress, improve communication between brain cells, enhance memory. A study from Harvard Medical School found that higher blueberry intake was linked to slower cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. How to use: fresh, frozen, or in smoothies. 6. Lion's mane mushroom, neurogenesis booster. This is where things get really interesting. Lion's mane mushroom contains compounds that stimulate nerve growth factor, NGF. NGF is essential for growth and repair of neurons, brain plasticity, memory formation. Clinical trials have shown lion's mane can improve mild cognitive impairment, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Published studies in biomedical research show measurable improvements in cognitive scores after supplementation. How to use: tea, powder, or capsules. 7. Egg yolks. Choline for brain chemistry. Egg yolks are one of the richest sources of choline, a nutrient many people are deficient in. Choline is essential for producing acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in memory, learning, focus. Low choline levels are linked to cognitive decline. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows adequate choline intake supports better brain performance across lifespan. How to use 1-2 whole eggs daily, unless medically restricted. 8. Flax seeds. Plant-based omega-3s. Flax seeds are packed with ALA omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain structure. They also contain lignans, which have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Studies suggest flaxseed consumption may help improve brain signaling, reduce neuroinflammation. How to use ground flax in smoothies or yogurt. Whole seeds are harder to digest. 9. Chia seeds. Tiny but powerful. Chia seeds are nutritional powerhouses. They contain omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, iron, and zinc fiber for gut health. Why does gut health matter? Because of the gut-brain axis, a direct communication pathway between your digestive system and brain. Research shows better gut health, better mood and cognition. How to use? Add water, pudding, or oatmeal. 10. Dark chocolate. Flavonoids for focus. Yes, chocolate can be good for your brain if it's the right kind. Dark chocolate, 70% plus cocoa, contains flavonoids, theobromine, small amounts of caffeine. These compounds improve blood flow to the brain, alertness and reaction time. Mood. A study in Nature. Neuroscience found cocoa flavonoids improved memory performance in older adults. Tip: keep portions moderate, 1-2 squares. 11. Rosemary, memory enhancer. Backed by science. Rosemary has been linked to memory for centuries, and now science confirms it. A study presented at the British Psychological Society found that inhaling rosemary aroma improved memory performance by up to 75% in some tasks. It contains carnosic acid, which protects brain cells from damage. How to use: cook with fresh rosemary. Use rosemary, essential oil for aromatherapy, putting it all together. Here's the key takeaway. You don't need all 11 foods every day, but adding even 3 or 5 of these consistently can make a measurable difference. A brain-healthy plate looks like healthy fats, salmon, avocado, walnuts, antioxidants, blueberries, dark chocolate, nutrient-dense plants, beets, leafy greens. Doctor's perspective. Why this works. From a clinical standpoint, these foods work because they target the 3 root causes of brain decline: inflammation, oxidative stress, poor blood flow. By reducing these, you improve neuroplasticity, neurotransmitter balance, long-term brain resilience. This isn't just nutrition, it's preventive neurology. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these foods are already in your diet? Which one are you going to start this week? Drop a comment below. And if you found this helpful, subscribe for more science-backed health content that actually works. Because remember, small daily choices create powerful long-term results. Stay sharp, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.